James, you mentioned that there were no hallucinations in contours. Can you explain where a standard LLM might have hallucinations or get something wrong, and how contours would handle it differently?
Well, I think the first thing to say is I'm pretty sure I didn't say no hallucinations. I think the correct
Minimal,
thing
minimal
is
hallucination.
is mitigated hallucinations, and that's because large language models are non-deterministic. You can ask the same question to a model and get a different response 10 times. So where that's heavily mitigated is that what's happening with our system is that it's trawling all of the content that's plugged into it, finding the sections of reports rather than full reports that relate to answering the question, and then filling the context window up just with those sections of content. So there's very little scope for a response that's not factually grounded. Now, I use the term mitigated rather than no, because if, for example, it's taken a paragraph from a Goldman Sachs report or, BCA or whoever that might be, um, and then provided a one sentence, more succinct version of that paragraph, then there still might be scope for misunderstanding. So that's why it's important that every single part of the response is always has the citations that take you back to the original context. So we're encouraging people always, by all means, learn how and to what extent you trust the large language model response, but you must always read the content in context if you want to fully understand it.
When I ask the system what a really good recipe for tomato soup is, it comes back and says, I don't know. That's reassuring.
Well, I asked the system, Neil, what I should buy my mum for her birthday. And I was using that example for about a month. And then somebody published a report on buying stuff for your mum for her birthday. And I got a response. So yeah, as long as there's content that grounds it.